According to the National Federation of State High School Associations, football participation in California has taken a noticeable dip over the last several years. Parents are concerned about concussions, but it's not just the sport of football that poses that risk. I assembled a roundtable of experts in their respective fields for an important conversation about head injuries at the high school level.
Where are we with athlete safety at the high school level in 2022?
I would say that I think we're safer than we've been before. There have been a lot of things done in the area of concussion awareness, concussion protocol. Been a lot of changes to playing rules and things done to try to make the game safer. We've had things such as limits on the hours of practice that can be done each week. We've had limits, if you're talking specifically about football, actual limits on the amount of full contact that can be allowed each day at practice or throughout the practice week. So I just feel like it is safer than it has been. However, there's probably and certainly more work to do. I
would agree with Rob with the fact that we are making strides forward. But I think as a state overall, California has a ways to go. And I will be really happy when we're able to have a certified athletic trainer in every school site that can be the first responder to all of these injuries that kids have, especially around concussions, heat illness, and sudden cardiac.
My concern is not just football, because statistically, in 2019, 15% of all high school athletes, all sports, self-reported at least one concussion or more. So we still have a long way to go, and we have to be looking at even some of these other sports, mildly contact sports, things like soccer, women's water polo. That's one of the craziest ones for me, because there's a huge accumulation of young girls that are having this problem with playing water polo.
The statistics prove out virtually every year that there are actually more concussions in soccer than there are in football. There are talks about certain rules changes. There have been talks about taking the head out of the game, meaning that some of these concussions actually happen with students heading the ball, but also looking at some kind of protective head covering, headgear that can be worn, soft type of headgear, not helmet type of headgear.
Being around the NFL, Rob, one of the things that we've certainly taken notice of during training camp was the NFL's implementation of these Guardian caps. Do you envision a trickle-down effect at the high school and college level?
Actually, our schools, if they wish to, could be wearing those in practice right now. I think one of the things that we've done with our rules is you are only allowed 90 minutes of full contact in a week, and you're only allowed no more than 45 minutes on one particular day. But then another step to go forward would be to look at things like the Guardian caps and to make sure that there's data that supports the use of those to prevent injuries, during practice.
I don't think there's any 100% foolproof way out there to prevent a concussion. I think folks need to understand that it's an inherent risk to playing sports. It's more important that once we know a concussion has happened, that it's being properly diagnosed and then properly treated.